The Oilers are at 48 contracts. When you saw Nick Lidstrom out there,
I saw Ricard Wallin as well. Coached both of them. It would be nice to have those players. I think that's what you're insinuating. But we've got to create and develop our own Nick Lidstrom and Ricard Wallin and all the great Swedes that have played over here. So.
All right. Well, on that note, Evan Bouchard making his NHL debut tonight. Just a thought on what you're looking for out of him.
There's some excitement in him. I can already see that. We want to see him settle down and get the nerves out early and then just play his game. He doesn't have to be a star player tonight. He just has to be Evan Bouchard. And that's real easy for us to sit and tell him those things. But I think the players that have success right off the bat, they get the nerves out, they settle in, and they just play their game. They don't try and get too safe. They don't try and get too aggressive. They play their game. They take their minutes as they come. If there are mistakes, they recover from them quickly. And Bush has shown that throughout training camp. Anytime something goes really well, he stays on an even keel. And when it goes maybe not so well, he recovers quickly.
More questions for Coach? Nick, right there in the front.
Just to tie Ratty in more detail, when you're playing with 2 number-1 picks on a line, that takes hockey sense. But in more detail, like what does he have to do to make that line work?
Well, he's got to win. He's got to keep plays alive. And what I mean by that is once it gets into the O-zone, there's some board battles, some net battles. There's the 50-50 opportunities. He's got to win more of those than he loses to keep plays alive. He's got to get at or near the net so those other two have some space to roam around. He's got to shoot the puck and be willing not to defer. And I talk a lot about arriving on time. When you play with those types of players, if you arrive too early or too late, it usually doesn't happen. And Ty has done all of those things at the back end of last year and so far this year in exhibition season. Now, it's hard to keep that up for 82 games. There's going to be ups and downs, but we believe he can consistently do it.
Todd, you got one too many players. What are you doing if Chris Russell's playing?
Well, Chris Russell's good. I was told he was good to play, and there'll be a transaction coming there, and our management team will take care of that. I'm sure they'll send that out later on, and they've got to make some decisions.
Jessica, middle right.
Todd, what are you expecting from Adam and Oscar tonight? Just being that they are playing in front of a home crowd, could we see anything extra from them, or?
A little bit of the same answer as Bush. When you play at home, there's a little bit of added excitement. But I think a lot of players in this game tonight, certainly for our team and likely for the Jersey team, they're going to have that because it's opening night. They've been raring up and getting ready to go now for a few weeks. They're happy that the season's here. Lars and Clough will be the same way, but it does give you a little more of maybe a pride moment, especially when you step on the ice the first time and feel the home crowd. But expect them to play their veteran-type games. They're going to be put in stressful situations. They're going to have to respond. They're going to be put in situations where it's going well, and they're going to have to execute. They play enough minutes to get both sides, a positive and negative. And for us to have success, they, as a pair, have to be, above the even line every night, and we expect them to do that.
Far right.
Just from your perspective, a couple keys when facing this team against, New Jersey, a team that can skate.
Game and puck management. Their transition game is strong. They can strike quick on anything that's mismanaged or hoped into areas that aren't smart areas. Special teams, I think, will play a factor early in the year for every team in the league. It's getting it up to par and getting it running, whether it's the power play or penalty kill. And, in watching some of the scores coming back from North America, there's been a lot of erratic, really good one night, bad the next night, and vice versa. I think every team is trying to get their legs and their game underneath them. And I'd like to think that we've done a good job in preparing throughout training camp to see some good structure and some well-played situations that allow us to have a chance at success. So that's what we'll be looking for.